It was February 20th when Tyeasha showed up at this Jackson home to pick up her 1-year-old son from his father. Harris says the father's parents lived here at the time, and things had already been tense between all of them.
He knew the days that he was supposed to be keeping my grandson. My daughter had just dropped him off that Monday morning. He called her, irate stating that he was not going to be able to keep my grandson, and he knew that she was in class. So she went back to get her baby.
When Tyeasha came to this house, she reportedly went to that front door and knocked.
Nadia Blockett was in the car waiting on Tyeasha when she says there was an argument.
When we arrived on the scene, several Madison County deputies were blocking the street and the driveway of a home on Harpeth Drive. 2 ambulances were on the scene when we arrived, one later driving away. As the night continued, more law enforcement arrived, checking the scene for evidence.
We're currently working a homicide. It is domestic related. The victim is not a Madison County resident.
Around 6:30 in the evening on Monday night, Madison County Sheriff's Office responded to a call of a possible homicide on Harpeth Drive. Tyeasha Starks was found shot and dead at the scene. While the investigation is ongoing, the family says they are worried about Tyeasha's 1-year-old son. They do not know where the baby is now. The family says they have not been given any information from the Madison County Sheriff's Department.
And they won't tell us anything about the baby. That's our #1 concern right now is having Chancellor home and safe. And we feel like that he's in danger because as far as we know, he killed the mom. So who's to say he won't harm her child?
They feel as if they do not have any closure and want to know why.
You hurt me. Y'all hurt me with this. And she didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve to be shot like that. And I just want, I don't know what to say. I just want some justice. I don't know what justice is. But I just want some, because she's supposed to be with me. I want some closure.
The family wants answers and information on what happened that night. They say they will not stop until they get answers.
So we're gonna fight for her. It's not over by a long shot. We won't stop until we get justice. Anybody that has information, we want them to come forward, We put themselves in our shoes, and they would want somebody to come and tell, what happened to their daughter, their son, no matter who it is. And so we want justice.
Arrived on scene, they discovered a woman had been shot multiple times and did not survive.
After the victim was shot, she was able to drive a few hundred yards when she then ran off the road in her vehicle. If you look to the right of me behind this light pole, you might be able to make out a couple of tire marks where her vehicle finally came to rest. We spoke to a couple neighbors here in the area, and one of them gives us her story from her perspective.
The gentleman across the street here said that somebody had been shot. When my husband went over to check on the lady that had gotten shot in the car, he said that there was 2 young ladies in the car and a baby in an infant seat in the back seat. So it was just horrible, horrible.
Sheriff Julian Weiser did confirm that the shooting appeared to be domestic related and happened outside a residence near the street. Sheriff Weiser also confirmed that the victim was not from Madison County. Last night we spoke to Sheriff Weiser.
And we do have a suspect detained at this time. So what we're doing out here right now is processing the scene. So we're not looking for anybody else. Everybody that was involved, we have here on scene.
What events led to the shooting are unknown at this time. Also, the identity of the victim and the 2 females in the car with the victim are unconfirmed by authorities.
Hey, how you guys doing? So I have an updated report of what's going on. So that story that you just heard, that happened in February. So now they just came out with a new report with more information, and the family is still seeking justice. They have yet to seek justice. Nobody is behind bars for the killing of her, okay? Now, they are stating that the mom was going to see her baby father for a custody exchange. And with that, they got into a heated argument. She shut the door and she was walking out, and he came outside on the porch and he started shooting her, and which killed her. Now her friend that was there, she is speaking out, and we do have that on video, and she states that she gave her friend a stun gun because prior to them coming over there for the custody exchange, they have been threatening her life and saying so many horrible things. So she wasn't prepared to use the stun gun, but she just had it for her protection. Now, I don't know if the baby father saw that she had a stun gun. I don't know, okay? But I wanted to give you guys updates about this matter. We're going to play now. And if you guys like this type of material that I'm producing out, please like this video and please support this video, share this video so I can do more content like this. So let's check it out.
About a dozen protesters with signs rallied at the state office building in Jackson, Tennessee Thursday. Tasha Harris pushed for this demonstration, hoping it will bring answers and an arrest in the shooting death of 22-year-old Tyeasha Starks, her daughter.
I'm upset because my daughter was murdered. Senseless killing.
It was February 20th when Tyeasha showed up at this Jackson home to pick up her 1-year-old son from his father. Harris says the father's parents lived here at the time, and things had already been tense between all of them.
He knew the days that he was supposed to be keeping my grandson. My daughter had just dropped him off that Monday morning. He called her, irate stating that he was not going to be able to keep my grandson, and he knew that she was in class. So she went back to get her baby.
When Tyeasha came to this house, she reportedly went to that front door and knocked.
Nadia Blockett was in the car waiting on Tyeasha when she says there was an argument.
She told him shut the up. Then she was in the yard and he was at his door. He never stepped on the porch. And so when she said that, he got mad and the door had shut.
The witness admits she handed Tyeasha a stun gun to take with her when she first got out of the car.
For protection, because they were talking earlier that morning, they was already calling her and threatening her.
She says the young mother never pulled the stun gun. Tyeasha died a few doors down as she was trying to drive away.
For them to have a gun, I feel like that was all planned. They did not have to do this to my daughter. She had her whole future ahead of her.
But the person who fired the shots and who still hasn't been officially identified by officers has not been charged.
We just want some answers. It's been 2 months, and we still haven't heard anything. They haven't called us to let us know, how the investigation going.
The Madison County Sheriff's Office sent us a press release saying the disturbance escalated and witnesses corroborated that Ms. Starks arrived with a stun gun and was actively arching the device when she was shot. They told us all information has been turned over to the district attorney's office. We contacted the Madison County District Attorney, Sh0t Pickens, who said no decision has been made on charges. And it's why these protesters showed up at the DA's office Thursday, but never got any further than the lobby. Even protesters from Memphis are joining in their cry for justice.
This man had time enough to go and cool off, and he murdered a young black mother in cold blood.
They also marched to the county mayor's office and were stopped at the entrance, but they did get the ear of Jackson City Mayor.
I have no authority over DA's office or the sheriff's department, but I can ask questions, and so that's what I'm going to do.
And they say they finally got to talk with the Madison County Sheriff's Office, who promised to meet with the family next week.
For this district attorney, even the mayor, we want answers. And whoever we need to be held accountable, we're going to do that.
We don't get no justice. Y'all don't get no peace.
April Thompson, W.
All right, so you guys heard what's going on here. They are stating that his family and some of his neighbors are saying that they saw the girl, the baby mom, take out her gun and point it at him as she was arguing. And that's why he fired. So that's why they're saying that he is not in jail. It's been an investigation. He's been questioned by the police, but they have let him go. And the family feel like it is unfair, and they want justice, and they don't want the killer, which is her baby's father's, out here. But like the baby father family states that she was outside and she held the gun, the stun gun, while she was arguing, and that's why he shot her. Okay, so comment, let us know what you guys think about this. This is definitely a sad case, and I will see you guys on the next upload. Bye.